decided to homeschool your high schooler. Now what? Pause it! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Bernice, and here are 5 things for you to implement as you begin homeschooling your high schooler. Grab a notepad and let's begin. Point number 1. Have you chosen the curriculum that you want to use for your high schooler yet? What do you do? Today, there are so many curriculums on the market that it is so overwhelming pinning down just one. Most homeschooling educators will either go with one company and get their curriculum for the entire duration of their students' high school years. But then again, there are some that piece together the curriculum, making the best one work for their children. But whatever you've chosen, just make sure it meets the requirements of the state that you reside in. In the state that I reside in, home educators must submit a completed copy of an intent to homeschool with the scope and sequence for their children for each grade level and each subject you intend to teach to ensure that it meets state requirements. But more information about how to do this is forthcoming. In the meantime, here are some suggestions to consider. Most of the curriculums I'm about to mention include a scope and sequence within their catalogs. All of these catalogs you can get free of charge. Make a copy of the scope and sequence for the grade level that you want. Include that with the intent to homeschool. Ship that off to your school district. Good to go. Make master books, Memoria Press, Bob Jones Academy, Abeka Academy, My Father's World, The Good and the Beautiful, Essentials in Writing, Institute for Excellence in Writing, ACE Paces, teaching textbooks, and a myriad of other curriculums out there. The list goes on and on and on. If you want a day of stress, go on Google and look up curriculums for homeschooling. You will be so overwhelmed. Do that to yourself. Bonus tip for you in this video that you don't want to miss. So stay until the end and find out. Tip number 2. What track of study is your child interested in? What academic, arts and design, sports, technical, or vocational? Those are some of the tracks that you may want to consider when looking into a curriculum. Those are some of the... Coming in at number 3, what career path does your child want to follow? The career path examples that I will mention here will help you and your high schooler tremendously in determining the track of studies they might be interested in. For the academic track, it's pretty straightforward. Social studies, humanities, science, technology, engineering, math, otherwise known as STEM, accounting, business management, or general academics, which comprise of all types of courses. Arts and design. This is for anyone with an artistic creativity. Anyone wanting to express their creativity through dance, music, theater, drama, media, photography, and visual arts. Sports, which comprise of all things physical. But for those who cannot do, you can teach. You will be taught the concepts on how to help athletes have a positive attitude on competitiveness, team spirit, and skills development. Human physiology and human anatomy also fall within this track. Points 4 and 5, technical and vocational, go hand in hand and comprise of home economics, industrial arts, agriculture, fishery, information, information and communication technology. I know, this might all sound so overwhelming. It really is overwhelming if you're just entering homeschooling. It really is. But if you implement some of what you will learn from my channel, I truly believe you will become a more confident and successful high school homeschooling educator. Number 4, determining the amount of credits required by your state to successfully graduate your homeschool high school.
Most states
require between 22 and 24 credits. It is your job to research and find the amount of credits that's required by your state and your school district. Point number 5. What are the subject areas for the required courses? For example, to graduate in my school district with a standard high school diploma, students must complete their required 23 credits and pass the state assessment test. I'll discuss this assessment test in another video, but the credit requirements are as follows. English, 4 credits, which means there's 1 credit for every year of high school. Math, 4 credits, which means you have to complete some type of math for every year of high school. Algebra 1 is one of the requirements that they must complete. Geometry is another requirement that must be completed. The other 2 maths, you can decide. My son completed Foundations in Personal Finance, which is a Dave Ramsey course for homeschooled high schoolers. He enjoyed it. That math provided him with information about budgeting, debt, paying bills, writing a check. So much was learned by my son. I intend to use this Foundations course for each one of my children because it was so beneficial. Science, 3 credits. It could be biology, chemistry, physics. You choose, but be sure to check the requirements by your state. U.S. history, 1 credit. U.S. government, 1 credit. Physical education, 2 credit, yeah. Each semester, a child will obtain 0.5 credits for physical education. That does not include going outside and running around. It does not include playing in the park. It has to actually be curriculum, where your child is possibly testing, completing the activities required. World history and geography, 1 credit. Health education, 0.5 credit. Computer, 0.5 credits. And 6 credits for the electives, which can include music, drama, performing arts, sewing, typing, just whatever your child is interested in. Those can count as an elective, as long as they're completing the amount of hours required to get that full credit or 0.5 of that credit, which I will also explain in another video to give you more details on how you can determine the amount of credits a subject will provide. As promised, here's the bonus tip for you guys. Do yourselves a favor. Get yourselves involved in a community of like-minded educators. Whether it's joining a homeschool group where you occasionally participate in events, field trips, hog days, parties, or joining a co-op where another parent or educator is doing the teaching in any particular subject, or a co-op where you can do some teaching in a subject that you enjoy, while your child is doing another subject with another parent who is a part of the co-op. Or use the time to work with your other children. Most homeschooling parents have more than one child. And when your high schooler is at a co-op, you can use that time to work with your younger children. Or if you don't have any other kids, do something beneficial with that time. Changing things up really helps your spirit. It allows for time for a refreshment for yourself as well as for your high schooler or your other children. A change of scenery is so beneficial. It really is. And it really lifts the spirits. If you like what you heard in this video, consider liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel to get this and so much more information that will be coming to get, or for the YouTube algorithm, so that other home educators that may be struggling can find these videos and learn from them so that they won't be tempted to send their children to a brick and mortar school out of desperation. Because that's truly why I created this channel, to get out there to struggling parents or parents that just need a little push to guide them in a direction that will help them successfully homeschool and graduate their homeschool high schoolers. Thanks for watching, guys. And until next time, I'm homeschooling 6 boats. Bye. For example, in 12th grade, my son